So the killing of Dr. George Tiller, a leading abortion provider, is a story about numbers, the people behind them, and the excruciating decisions some of them face. According to CDC, more than 800,000 abortions were performed in 2005, which is the most recent reporting year. Just a fraction, 1.3%, or about 8,400 of those abortions occurred at 21 weeks or more of pregnancy. 13 years ago, Lynda Waddington, a wife, a mother, and a Sunday school teacher, was expecting her second child. 20 weeks into her pregnancy, she learned the fetus she was carrying had a profound birth defect. The fetus's brain and skull were missing. Multiple doctors told her the baby had no chance of surviving outside her body. She had an abortion. Lynda Waddington joins me now on the phone for an exclusive 360 interview. Lynda, first of all, what's your reaction to the murder of Dr. Tiller?
My gut reaction was just sadness. To think that someone who had helped me in such a horrible time in my life, an event that most likely saved my own life, could be gunned down and killed for that is just surreal and profound.
And the reason we're talking to you on the phone is you didn't want to appear on camera. You're allowing us to use your name, but you're fearful about appearing on camera. Why? Have you received threats in the past?
Correct. I have. Nothing recently, but emotions are running very high, I think, on both ends of the spectrum after Dr. Tiller's death. And I have young children at home.
As you know, the argument against late abortions is that it's tantamount to murder of a fetus that could be viable outside the womb. You say it's clearly just not that simple. Explain.
Well, I think those who are anti-abortion have been very successful in painting a picture of who I am and who other women are who have late abortions. And it kind of ticks me off because it's not accurate. I mean, supposedly I'm just a person who woke up one day and had a back pain or a leg cramp and decided to have an abortion, and that definitely wasn't the case. This was a pregnancy that was planned, a pregnancy that was wanted and loved, and it was tantamount to having a loved one on life support and making that decision whether to end the life support or not.
You wrote a letter last summer to then candidate Barack Obama, and you took issue with his position on late-term abortions, which at that time he said that states should be able to restrict or prohibit those procedures as long as there's an exception for the health of the mother. Why do you think he's wrong? I mean, why should it be more than just the health of the mother?
No, I don't think that statement is necessarily wrong, in as much as I wonder who gets to decide what those health concerns are. I mean, there are some people who believe that pregnancy, if God wills it, should be a death sentence for women. There are other people who believe that terminal defects, like I experienced, should be allowable to terminate a pregnancy. But there are other people, who want to cut that line off at depression. Women are suicidal. I don't think that's a decision government should ever be making, ever.
That is the argument you hear probably most often from even some people who support abortions in general, that if it's just the mental health of the mother, the depression of the mother, then that's not a legitimate enough reason. And you say that's not true, that's inappropriate.
I do believe that's inappropriate. I think that's a decision that the mother and the doctor and the family should be able to make on their own. We wouldn't look at someone suffering from cancer and say that you're too depressed to make your decisions regarding your family and your life. Why do we put that on women?
We're going to have to leave it there. Lynda Waddington, I appreciate you being on the program tonight by phone, and thank you very much for speaking with us.